Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Missouri Valley Football Conference 2-minute drill. This is a special Sunday edition. I'm Jim Powers on one side and Mike Kern on the other side. And Mike, very, very busy 24-hour period for teams in the conference. But I think one thing that we should start off with, South Dakota making the announcement just actually a few minutes ago. Joe Glenn is going to step down and retire after a phenomenal career as a head coach.
Yeah, we certainly wish Joe the best of luck. They'll make that announcement on Monday in Vermillion, but he's had a tremendous career. What an ambassador for his school, South Dakota, and a tremendous career for Joe.
And very instrumental in their transition over to the FCS division. And yeah, absolutely, just a great guy, and good luck to him and all his future endeavors.
Absolutely. We'll certainly miss him, and I hope he still remains involved with the athletic department there in some capacity.
Absolutely. Well, the big news of the day is the playoffs. Second year in a row, 5 teams from the conference make the playoffs, highlighted by Illinois State as the number 2 seed, North Dakota State the number 3 seed. No surprises there, when it comes to those two. But you look down, Northern Iowa makes it in, South Dakota State makes it in, and Western Illinois with a 6-5 record makes it into the field of 24.
Well, we're not surprised. We know that
Right.
Western Illinois is a very good football team and deserving of being in the playoffs, even with 5 losses. But you take a look at their schedule. They played the nation's toughest schedule and done very well with it. They have six wins. You look at their losses, and all of them are quality losses. They don't have a bad loss on their schedule. Um, they're going to make some noise in the playoffs. They start off with Dayton on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and we'll see where they go from there. Well, we know where they will go if they win that game, but we'll see what they can do after that.
Yeah, and that sets up some very intriguing possible second round matchups. When you look at the bracket, all 5 Valley teams on the same side, you got South Dakota State playing next weekend. If they win, they get to go to the Fargo Dome. Then you've got the possible battle with Western Illinois. If they can beat Dayton, they'll play Illinois State. And then you got Northern Iowa, who's going to host a first round game.
Now, Northern Iowa will take on a former league member, Eastern Illinois, and two Panthers playing in the Unidome for the right to play Portland State. Very tough matchup. Portland State winning 2 games against FBS schools this year, the only school to do that from the FCS level. So it'll be a tough task on Saturday for all of our teams playing, but we hope they can advance, and of course, as you mentioned, we'll have potentially 2 interconference games the second week.
Yeah, and that matchup, in the top part of that bracket of that half, South Dakota State going to Montana. That's where North Dakota State opened up the season. So North Dakota State is going to play somebody that they've already played this year in round number 2.
They will, and they're licking their chops for either one. It's a rivalry game if they play South Dakota State, as it is for South Dakota State, and of course Montana getting the win on the last play of the game against the Bison in the season opener. So I know if they get to play Montana, they'll be hungry for the Grizz.
Outstanding stuff, Mike. Obviously, the number 1 seed from the Ohio Valley Conference, Jacksonville State. A lot of people had them pegged for that. The better part of the last part of the year, excuse me. But once again, 5 teams in for the second year in a row, so an exciting time, especially when you look at it. Almost a quarter of the field is Missouri Valley Football Conference teams.
Well, we had a tremendous year last year. As you know, we went and had 2 teams reach the final. Illinois State losing to North Dakota State, the 4-time defending champion in the FCS, unprecedented 4 straight championships in the FCS level. Um, we had teams, every team that was in last year won a game. And in fact, we only lost 1 game that was out of conference, with most of our teams being eliminated by another conference member. So that same scenario could happen again this year. We hope that we get at least one. I guess we can only have one in Frisco. So we'll see if we got the 5 out of the 12 on our side of the bracket, if one of those can get all the way to Dallas.
Outstanding stuff, Mike. We will definitely talk next week after the first wave of games next Saturday, but it's going to be a great weekend of football. 3 of our teams playing. All the games will be on ESPN 3 too, by the way, so people will be able to watch it and follow what's going on with those teams.
That's true, and I'm headed off to Dayton to root on the Leathernecks to see if they can get the win against the Flyers, who were undefeated this year until losing this past weekend. So we'll see if we can get that win under our belt in Dayton, and see if we can get 3 wins this weekend.
Great stuff, Mike. Travel safe. We'll talk to you after next weekend.
Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate it.
No problem. Mike Kern, the Associate Commissioner of the Missouri Valley Football Conference, joins us. 5 teams make it once again for the second year in a row to the FCS Championships. It all starts next weekend at various sites from around the country. We'll do this again after the first round of games to keep everybody posted on what's going on with Missouri Valley Football Conference. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been the 2-Minute Drill, part of the Missouri Valley Football Conference.